I'm just surprised that SVP decided to pick Vi here.
Yeah.
It's like I don't hold anything against Vi, but from the looks of it, I do think that Vi is becoming more and more like a thing, you know, in this meta. Like previously, we were skeptical about this champion, like, oh, it's too slow, low damage. When you out, he's gonna drag you. You're gonna get stasis, something like that. It doesn't happen, right? So, wow, I do really love the Y pick here.
It feels like Xin is like falling further and further down the priority as a result, right? Because like, you know, same concept in a way, like that hard engage, but the ability just to lock onto a key target, so you can flash, you can blink, you can travel through space and time, but I'm still coming after you. I think the only interaction we've seen to date so far has been the Camille, like iframing it with the Hextech ultimatum, but obviously not going to be the case here today. So Team Secret said, you know what, we're going to play the Z. We want another exciting game. Oh, SVP with the Ashe. I'm excited.
Wow.
Okay. Jess, I'm eager to hear your thoughts on this, especially with that, you know, final Ashe pick over there.
For your information, I'm the biggest Ashe fan of all the entire people in this earth. Like, but I think it's really tricky to make this work, because when you draft Ashe into your composition, you need the proper follow up, like something more simple, something like such as Ari, something like Lee Sin, but looking from the draft, it seems like I don't know. Ashe ultimate into Vi is kind of clunky for me.
Yeah, but it seems like these two teams do have a plan, and I'm eager to see how exactly these two different playstyles are going to match up once we step into the Rift. Now, of course, Team Secret, they are currently the favorites coming in here, but SVP, again, drafting that Ashe, they're not doing that for no reason at all. I really want to find out what they are up to, and we are going to get into Game 2. This is our final game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, by the way, for sticking with us. Thank you to Skimmy and Jess over here, especially Jess, who's been with me since the very beginning, you know. And of course, now we are going to head into our final game of the day. It is Team Secret versus SVP. Casters, take it away.
Well, you heard it from Mika. This is the final game of C Championship Day 1 in the group stages. We've got Team Secret here, who's already taking the lead against SVP, but we're seeing arrows, we're seeing shurikens to fly, kicks, punches, everything will roll in the final match here. Team Secret versus SVP.
I don't know what we're watching anymore at this point. Is it a fighting game at this point, Contra?
It feels like one. Well, you got
it is.
Trevor definitely could pull some great punches.
You know
Same
what
goes
we
to
noticed
Payroll.
between these two teams? They love to go for these 5v5s. They are just contesting the wave like crazy.
Oh, indeed they do. They've
There we
heard
go.
a flash from Yazi already, and this doesn't seem like it's a good time for SVP at the very least, but they will call off the ARAM mode, and they will move right back in the jungle. They've already spotted out the Vi, so maybe Azar wants to disrupt him for a little bit, but he doesn't really want to miss the wave. So maybe
this is
punishing
good. This
Renekton
is really
is great.
good. This is really good
Oh.
for Mazar. Renekton is a lane bully, but he's so weak at level 1. And he's so weak when he doesn't have Fury. There you go. Faster flash away. Really good for Mazar. And this all comes back to contesting that level 1 wave. All but now, though, because he got the honey fruit, he is going to be pretty happy with the Fury. He just needs to wait for level 2 and he can start contesting. But still, burning the flash at level 1, really good for Mazar. Great start.
And Albert had a little bit of struggle right there and then. Where he soaked a
Look at
little bit of
Trevor.
ESP from mid, and Trevor trying to
don't
go
know
for a
what
set,
this
like you
is.
said.
Yeah, he's just contesting the wave. Yeah, okay. He's just
Yeah.
contesting the wave. I thought he wanted to try for a gang. But yeah, that's fine. He gets level 3. He will be able to just go and pick up the scuttle crab now.
You and I will be upset if his aim was just to take that, cannon minion.
Did you see that? You saw that, right?
Yeah. He stayed there and said, hey, guys, I got no other camps to farm. I don't want to go for my
Well, he has lots of
Raptors.
camp, but I don't think the
I don't want to
cannons.
go for my buff. I just want to camp here.
Exactly.
I'm
yeah.
safe with the set.
Oh, this is really good for Azar. I think he can honestly keep trading because no Fury from all but means it's so hard for him to trade back onto you. And even if he does, it doesn't do a substantial amount of damage. Forced to smite there, Pagor, because of the shadow from Tatsuri. Good applying of pressure onto the jungle clear. It's going to be a pretty even game so far. And I want to touch very quickly on what the Jazz was saying. he is the biggest Ashe fan in the world, right? Ashe is a great champion, and there's a couple of reasons for that. What makes Ashe so strong? Her ability to push and bully lanes, even into a champion like Ziggs. We're seeing that in action right now. Pushing the wave, getting the gold lead, getting the reset timings, that's great. We just saw part 2, right? Hawkshot that just flew past your stream.
Ignite coming in right there, and one last hit! Tatsuri shows who's the better Zed.
Indeed. Tatsuri gets the solo bolo while I was on my rant. As Yasi, once again, he's going for the Hextech Revolver. Something in which we have questioned quite a bit here. But, you know, he's comfortable on it. He's confident on it. We'll let the man have it. Trevor on the watch. Just going to recall right now. And back to the point about this Ashe. The last thing that makes him so good is that enchanted crystal arrow. Against champions like Ziggs that just want to permanently wave clear. At mid, you just shoot the arrow on his head. And if you kill him from half a screen away, then you get the tower. And that just completely denies his potential to wave clear. What is this from Tatsuri?
Oh, Tatsuri, he goes in with the dash mark. He wants the position for this. Yasi already burned the perfect execution, and he makes it out. Great spacing, but Trevor, he's on the chase. He might just be able to land a perfect cake.
Both junglers are here, Contra. Oh,
they're not getting anything.
Yeah, that's it. Both junglers just back away. But this is really nice because you secure the mid prio. What do? You 4-man dive bot. Great stuff from Team Secret. They're going in.
Here comes the quickness, and that's an immediate double. A freebie for Tatsuri. And look at Trevor. He's just saying bye. I think he's just been babysitting this Zed all along.
Yeah, he has.
Hey, dude. I got some good stuff. Come follow me. It's like, okay.
But you saw what happened because of it. Because he babysit the Zed has the space to look for pressure in lane and to go for these rotations. And Trevor's a bit sad. He just came in for the Sonic Wave. But that was so clean there from Hamas as well as Tatsuri. And Chewy, you know, throwing in the bomb on top of that. Great stuff for Team Secret right now. I do want to point out once again, Chewy has also opted to run the Font of Life runes. We touched on that one a bit earlier. But for anyone who wasn't here, you do lose out on a tiny bit of damage, especially in laning phase. Out of lane, it's much less important. But in return, you give yourself and your team so much healing with your AoE spells.
That's right, and I guess you guys might opt to try this one out on your normal games.
Well, maybe don't try it in solo queue games. I would not try this.
Yeah, not ranked games. That's why I say normal games first before anything else. So
if you're playing with teammates you can trust, sure.
Yeah. Else just put it to the bots. You know, like that would be the best option.
Oh, they want to contest this. They might go for both.
And they will be able to actually spike this one away. Perhaps it will be SVP that will be able to actually land that snatch. Meanwhile, it's going to be a Renekton all alone over the mid lane. Nice. 4 members, Team Secret picks him up. Albert will not have anything left, and he burned a flash for it. I felt like might as well just keep it. This is where you just drop the Herald, you get the turret.
It's a very bad habit, but a lot of players have it, right? And it's a hard habit to unlearn because it's just so instinctive and it's so natural. I'm dying, I'm gonna flash. But most of the times, you might want to just keep your flash. And here we go, he tries to find something here, Yahtzee.
For execution, here comes the assault battery as well. Great dash, Yahtzee. Now, dropping pretty low, but it will be Trapper to hold it for the moment. He doesn't really have, he has to burn a flash. SVP, they're forcing members of Team Secret all across the corner, but yet again, not finding their first kill.
Yeah, not managing to find anything here. Really sad stuff from SVP. They blow all their ultimates. Everything was used, and they only get the flash of Trevor, nothing else. This is a bit of a heartbreaking situation for SVP. 6 minutes in game, there's 6,000 gold down, and this is not where you want to be. Your team comp is one which relies on tempo. You need to find leads. Renekton should be having leads. You need to be finding plays and picks with the Vi ultimate, with the Ashe ultimate, but they're not managing to do that here.
That's right, they need this Renekton to eventually scale up as well.
Like, why would you be here, Papa? Like, there's no way that you don't die here in any universe.
Like, going against a Zed, I don't know what else is he asking for. Like,
just leave,
that
just
flash,
leave the lane. You can't
heal,
be there.
And this is the arrow that they've been looking for. Great punch, and Pagor will not have his ult available to go in for the pickup. And Hamas, after all, is so slippery that is not the target that they want from Team Secret.
Don't forget, he has the aftershock as well, so he's going to be so tanky. And that's something that we need to touch on very quickly, right? Because there's a very good chance that Hamas might be the one that needs to block the arrow here on this team. There's no one else that can really do it, right? Everyone else is slippery, but they want to make sure that Chewie does not get hit. It's likely that Hamas will be a good spot and block it for him. That's also why he has the Gargoyle Stoneplate. So really good itemization and rune choices to make sure that he can keep Chewie safe. I think that's really good. That's a nice touch. And Tatsuri seems like he's just running away with the game.
True enough, and here comes the quickness getting onto two. David now getting chunked down while the rest of Team Secret will try to follow up. Trevor now going to cut off the exit point. Here comes the Wild Growth, knocked him up in the air, double knock up, and that's where they all get stuck. And Tanic Crystal Arrow will land, but Pacor will survive for the slightest of moment. Consider that a save from Papa.
Really good play there from Pacor. He taps the punch to knock Lee Sin out of the resonating strike. Really good stuff coming in from him. But I think there's a problem for SVP right now, and that problem is a Zed problem. They cannot answer him on the side lanes. No one can answer him on the side lanes. Look at his gold. He's 8,000 gold. He's 3,000 gold up on all but. And we normally do see the Renekton's be able to kill the Zed in the side lanes, but with this kind of gold lead, maybe that's not happening.
Exactly double the net worth of what the Akali has at the moment. And Yahtzee, as much as he thinks that he has all the damage, it's Tatsuri that could just 100-0 death mark needed to pull that one off. So just relying on the Shroud will potentially be not enough because you could just randomly throw shurikens anyway.
Yeah, you can just randomly throw shurikens anyway. I like the way you put it. You just toss out a bunch of shurikens. If you hit 2 out of 3, that's a kill.
They get it! A great arrow!
They do get it. The arrow from downtown is always
gonna be so happy about this, you know? Like, he's probably watching, yep, that's my Ashe. And Hamas now tries to pick him off. Yahtzee can only buy a little bit more time, but the rest of SVP, they're just watching him as he falls. A little bit overkill with the Mega Bomb.
A little bit, right? But you rather be safe than sorry, and the great thing about Ziggs is the cooldown is so short.
That's right, and I guess it will not be available for this Dragon takedown. SVP really wants it for themselves, but they only got 4 members out there, and look at flank. Lazar's coming right in. Pacor coming in with the setup as well. Ham is now brought down low while he jumps onto the rest of SVP, and Azar gives chase. Ignite onto Albert. That's where they finally kill. Azar still chunking them down, and it's Tatsuri showing it all off, and Azar still survives. One tick of health. Yahtzee will claim his life for it. But how much can Yahtzee do right here with Trapper already taking him down and Team Secret feeling like this is a walk in the park?
Yeah, that's only 1 kill going over to SVP, right? Team Secret, they use everything. They use all their spells, but they wipe SVP with only David left alive. I'm not sure if he even just respawned. It's a bit of a blood buff going on, so I can't really keep track. My brain is slowing down at this point, and I think SVP, I think we gotta cut them some slack as well, right? This is the same story as Team Flash earlier today. These are the 2 teams that's been playing the longest. They've been playing the whole day.
Yeah, I gotta say that SVP definitely have maybe a slightly early start as compared to Team Secret, but who's counting, right? Like, we still have so many games here in the group stages, and let's have a look at this replay.
Yeah, and in this replay, you really just look at how the team fight is set up. Look at Pablo, he's really doing pretty well here to try to kite, to try to upwalk. But it's just a bit of a wallet gap, a bit of a champion gap. He gets in like 10 autos that fight. If he was a hit or like even, he might actually be able to do a lot more here. But you just see the Riven run at you, see the Lee Sin run at you. Ziggs is throwing bombs at your head while all this is going on. What can you really do?
And I managed to also spot out that there was a point-blank whiff of the Enchanted Crystal Arrow in that team fight that might have actually hindered this Ashe from perhaps securing that kill. But this is also going to be a whiff, somehow curving everybody that he should have actually landed that arrow on. Mega Throw Bomb catches onto all 3 while Papa getting chunked down. Oh my word! Azar and Hamas, they will find every one of these SVP members here in the jungle. But they've already exhausted all of these spells. And that's where you see Albert somehow falls. Well, this fight will go on with Tatsuri coming with the death mark as well. How much more can they hold on? David, 1 tick of health left. And just leaving the shadows behind. It's a double and a rampage. Tatsuri with the stop points.
Tatsuri is really flashy this game. He's playing so well individually, mechanically, and this is kind of his game to pop off here. And you really love to see it because I do think Team Secret as a whole have been quite underwhelming prior to this game. Even in the last game where they were dominant over SVP, I think they could have played it a lot cleaner, a lot better. But this game, this is just dominance from Team Secret across the board. Everyone is doing great. Everyone's doing their role. Hamas is just tying up multiple people. Chewy has 10 assists on his X, just throwing in the bombs, has the font of life. And here we go, triple shuriken.
Death mark again, and Albert will just be popped. You know what? Tatsuri might just take the title of being the best Zet in the tournament, and I guess he has to fight Radiance for it eventually against MBR. And look at we go right in. It's gonna be
the kick.
And the kick! It just stopped Yahtzee! He just got bamboozled! How much more can he hold on though? He lands that kick onto the minute, but not really the damage out there to take down Yahtzee. Pagor just secures his exit. Wow. That was flashy.
It was very flashy. Team Flash is not playing anymore, but it's still a very flashy game. Team Secret, they're individually, mechanically playing so very well this game, and I think that this is the expectation that we have. Here we go.
Here comes the quickness onto Drino, and the grand entrance to be able to ensure that all these members of SVP will get chunked down. Trapper will secure it as well, and he makes damn sure of it. And Hip's now being crushed. And what more can SVP do to defend this?
Not really much at all, I would say, Contra. It's a pretty tough situation to be in, and you gotta consider when you're playing a team comp like SVP's, you like wave clear, you like scaling, you like the ability to do a lot of things to get to these late game team fights, and that's just what you're opting into when you're picking such an early game focused, execution reliant team composition. If you're not able to pull it off, this is exactly the kind of situation you find yourself in. You're stuck in your base, you can't leave the base, you hit the arrow, you can't find a kill, you walk into your jungle, Hamas charms you, the bomb lands on your head, you just die. There's not really much you can do.
Yeah, and currently 20-3. We're not even talking about all these gold grabs. That's probably going to be off the charts. And here comes Yahtzee, though. He tries to survive. How long more can he take? Another death mark secures this dominance of the Zed, just playing way out of his mind. Now he's just going to be doing that soul split push and Challenge Crystal Arrow over commitment. Mega Infernal Bomb only will take it down SVP, and that's just one kill for SVP, and they still have problems over on the bottom portion of the map.
They have problems everywhere, Contra. I don't think there's a single place they don't have an issue right now. SVP have 99 problems, and all of them are Team Secret. That's the best I could do. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I was hoping for a good punchline.
I'm sorry to let you down.
And I guess Tatsuri is the bane of their existence right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know how would they even have any sort of answer. You can't rely on the polymorph. You can't rely on the enchanted crystal arrow, but there you go. Going in for a good shot onto the Lee Sin, and yet again, they give chase. But look at Tatsuri again. 1v1 over the bottom side, and it's going to be the Zed going godlike.
That's just the death mark to pick him off at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is just the execution right now, right? SVP, their death warrant has been signed for a while now. Team Secret, they're just waiting for the execution.
SVP needing to hold on to the very final turret. Here comes the Mega from the bomb. Team Secret just giving them a little bit of a splash of water. And now with the Baron power play, which I feel may not be necessary. But you know what? Let's get the best stats out there for Team Secret, as they are the champions of the Philippines anyway, so it's all about the flair.
You can't blame them pumping up their stats a little bit this game. This game is pretty different from last game, right? Last game, I felt like they had the ability to end, and they just were misidentifying it. This game, they're just, you know, having a bit of style points, having a bit of fun, letting Tatsuri get some solo kills in. He's looked really, really good this game, and in his Galio game as well, which I think is really important, because Tatsuri is a key member of this team, and he needs to step up big time, like he's doing right now.
That's right, and Tatsuri might just actually 1v5. He's going to be moving in with a shadow. He plays perfectly well. Yahtzee dives hit first, and that's the death mark on top of it. The damage is going to be good, and with the flash, he secures a legendary kill, while there's a dive over the top side as well, and here comes a charm on top of two members And SVP having that pig over there to take every single brunt of the damage. And it's Team Secret here that will reign supreme.